So in this clip, rapper Phresher and his girl Jen argue about a wedding. She called him broke because he won't spend $250,000 on a wedding. I'm gonna play it for you.
I deserve to be somebody's wife. $250,000. 200,000. The type of wedding you want, that's how much it costs. We're gonna invest that. My job as a man is to hold the household down, and she hasn't worked in years. I'm not spending $250,000 when I'm not doing it. So you have no plans on getting married? I have plans on getting. Let's go to City Hall. I'm not a City Hall. Stop saying City Hall because about to get left. Like I'm telling you right now.
But you got to peep the language. She said, I deserve to be somebody's wife, not his wife, right? And then she said, I'm not a City Hall chick. And you about to get left by keep saying City Hall to me. That says a lot to me, that somebody you put in that much time with in a relationship, y'all been together for some years, to be talking about a $250,000 wedding and you would leave instantly because he's saying no, or y'all can't compromise on this?
At the end of the day, I love you more than life itself. But you gotta be easy with all this. Love ain't enough. How long you plan on being broke? Oh, like we're broke. Watch your mouth. You saying it costs too much? That's smart. Broke people behavior. That's smart. All right. Listen, you call it broke. You know what I'm saying? Leave and see what your gonna be.
Leave and see what you're gonna be. Broke. You know what I'm saying? Listen, why is it always the broke chicks that love to call a dude broke? You ain't worked in years, right? He the breadwinner, he holding everything down. And the first thing that you can say when he says something logical to you is that you're broke. It's always one of the two. You either broke or you're gay or you limp doodle or whatever. Like they always come with that when you talking logic to them. But any accountant will tell you this is astronomically out of your range. You should not be doing this. They'll tell you this, especially with the rappers, when it deals with jewelry and all that. Rappers be buying all this expensive jewelry, custom, this, that, and other, the assets they don't appreciate, right? And an accountant will tell you, like, you would have to be almost Bill Gates to think that you should spend this type of money on jewelry. But what do rappers do? They do it anyway. Because they're interested in the flash and the look of it all rather than having longevity with the money that you could pass it to your kids and your kids' kids and your kids', right? They're not thinking generational. They're thinking, how can I stunt on these people at this party, right? Which is how she's thinking. So when you say something logical to her, like, we cannot spend $250,000 on a wedding, she can't hear that. Because I don't think she's a keeper. And she's interested in being somebody's wife, not his wife. And she like, oh, you can go if you keep saying City Hall to me. So just the fact that she would diminish the relationship that quickly over this, it lets me know where she's at with it. She's interested in someone being her provider, and it don't necessarily have to be you. So that's why she's not trying to compromise. Now, he's going the total opposite and saying City Hall wedding. Now, she don't want to hear that as well, right? But what my thing is, a compromise. Meet in the middle somewhere. But it shouldn't be anywhere close to $250,000, I'm going to say. Because being that he's a rapper, and being that he's a rapper on a reality TV show, it's just not in the cards. It's not in the cards that you should be spending that amount of money on no wedding, bro. And he know that. And so he's going to stick to his guns on that. But listen, I got family that went to City Hall. And they made good money. They make good money. Good money, living good, all of that. They didn't see the reason for the whole hubbub of the whole ceremony, the whole show of all that. They were like, yo, what makes more sense? To spend all this money doing this and showing everybody that this moment, or to just put the money into some more things that will make us more money? And the latter won. And I'm glad it did, because they're continuously doing well. So my thing is, why is it so crazy to suggest that a wedding is too much money? First of all, let's ask the question. How much is too much for a wedding? Because I don't know. I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it costs. I don't know what it costs. But I in this case, I would say if my wife to be was dead set on having a wedding and having, some type of show of our love, okay, we ain't got to do the City Hall thing. Although I don't mind the City Hall thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind the thought process of that. If it's like, yo, well, we could stack some more money and invest some more money and make some more money rather than spend this amount of money on this, right? So I could go either way. But I do admit, we love to have a good time and kick it with family as well. You know what I'm saying? The holidays and this, that, and the other, birthdays. We love to be around our family and kick it and eat. And so I could see some type of shindig for it all to go down. But to say that this shindig has to be $250,000 that's just nuts to me. That's nuts to me. Like, maybe it's nuts to me because I'm not Bill Gates right now. So, or a Puff Daddy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's just some of these things seems like it is, when you have money just coming from everywhere, maybe it doesn't affect you that much because you have accountants that's telling you what can you do? What can you spend? What can you afford to do in this type of situation? And hey, maybe you don't throw a few shindigs to make the wedding bigger, whatever. But even in those cases, I just feel like sometimes we, especially as black folk, get too caught up in the whole hoopla, the whole show of everything. And we're doing this out of a broke place. We're not talking about like we're Diddy or we're Bill Gates and then we're doing this out of a broke place. We're not making as much money as you think we're making, but for some reason we feel like we have to go out and show that we're making more money than you think we make. We have to rent the Ferrari or lease the Ferrari, or we have to get the jewelry and we have to buy the big house. You know what I'm saying? 50 did a video not too long ago talking about when he bought Mike Tyson's house, and it was one of the worst financial decisions he ever made. I mean, it's a huge mess. It was like 52 rooms, like 3 kitchens, something like that, 20 bathrooms. It was ridiculous. Upkeep on it was $750,000 a year, right? And I want to say he sold it for $3 million. He bought it for probably $8 million or something like that. But then you think of all them years of paying almost $1 million in taxes, and then this, that, and the other. Everything to do with the house is costing money. So it's just like a lot of times we are about to show, whereas you look at the headlines of it would have been like, oh, 50 bought Mike Tyson's old mansion and got all these rooms and got pools and jacuzzis and all of this, right? The headlines is magnificent. But the reality of it is it was a money pit. And from a business mindset, after he looked at it, I mean, his plan was to come up off of it. I think he posted it for $18 million to try to sell it. But everybody was like, no, we're not buying that for $18 million. And it sat on the market for years, and he kept having to pay taxes for years, and then he ended up selling for $3 million. And then it was so insignificant, the $3 million that he ended up selling for, he donated it to his charity. Like, whatever, man. I thought I was going to make this a business move, but obviously it didn't turn out that way. And this is what I'm saying. Some things you have to look at it from a business mind, and is this worth this, and is this, that. I don't understand the sentimental reasons of why she would want to have this, but I'm going to tell you right now, bro, this woman ain't trying to be about you. She's trying to be about something. She's trying to be about somebody, right? That's why this whole compromise isn't working, because she's trying to be about somebody that's willing to do this for her, not necessarily you. And you are easily replaceable if you don't see that. So for her, it ain't about the compromise. For her, it's about either you going to do it for me or I'm going to get somebody to do it for me, which I don't know why she's making that hard of a bargain that she's trying to drive on this one, because she don't look like some of the other trophy wives I've seen out there. I'm just saying. She picking a battle on this one. That's all I can say. But hey, it's your boy P Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. How much too much for a wedding? Where's the compromise in this? And do you even think they're gonna be together going forward after this? This is your boy. Let me know what you think. Get at your boy.